Hello and welcome to Market House, the podcast where we talk all things Disney. My name's Caleb.
And I'm Caitlin.
And this week we talk about the Polynesian Island Tower
Fantasy Springs preview.
and halfway to Halloween. Let's dive in. All right, and this is episode number 133. Welcome back.
Welcome back as always, everybody.
All right, we are back here celebrating Mother's Day
Yeah, we are.
a day later.
Yeah.
So hopefully you mothers had a great weekend filled with love and food and fun and
Yeah.
celebrations.
Yeah.
What do you do on Mother's Day?
I don't really know,
Hang
actually.
out.
This is kind of my first.
I guess I should know that.
Yeah.
We got some plans.
Yeah.
Maddie and I are going to take care of you,
Yeah, I'm excited.
treat you right. So yeah, again, happy Mother's Day to all of you guys. And yeah, so hopefully it was fun.
Yeah, we're looking forward to quite the exciting week this week because this, as you're hearing it, is Disney week.
It is Disney week. This is pretty crazy.
I know.
So it's been months in the planning, trying to figure out when the first trip for Maddie's going to be. And we
Mhm.
decided this is a good time to start.
Yeah.
Unexpectedly bought some Magic Keys. We did not think we were going to have some this year.
Mhm.
They came up for sale. We just said, you know what? Let's just make it a Disney year because why not?
And the rest was history.
Yeah. So this is the first use of those Magic Keys. We'll
Yeah.
see if it's a success, and I think it's going to be fun.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, we've been going on some practice walks. So we have our normal stroller and we've got a travel stroller that my
Mhm.
parents bought us for Christmas. And so that is the plan, to bring that guy to Disneyland for just ease of use. It's way smaller. The big one's nice, but it's just, I'm really worried to check it. And so that's my I'm just a little worried that it's going to get
Yeah.
destroyed by the airline. And,
Yeah, it more so, as Keela mentioned, though, the weight comparison between our normal stroller and the travel stroller is quite significant. So, and again, as you've heard, if you've been here for quite some time, we have quite the amount of things that we're bringing on this trip. So the lighter the stroller and the lighter the other things that we're bringing, the better.
and just less stuff.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot. So anyways, we've been going on practice walks, trying to get Maddie kind of used to that new stroller to her, and how are we going to store stuff and where are we going to put it. So it's
Yeah.
been an adventure. So we're definitely prepping. Packing is starting soon,
Mhm.
just so we have a head start, but we cannot wait to go on the trip.
Mm-hmm.
All right, before we dive into that news, before we dive in, actually, let me preface this by saying this is going to be a news episode. We're going to keep it nice and light. It is, again, the day after Mother's Day. As we're recording this, we are prepping for Mother's Day, so busy lives. You're busy. We're busy. We'll keep it short and sweet, get you the news you need to know, and then we'll dip out of here.
Yeah.
Consider joining us over on Patreon, markethousepodcast.com/support. I've actually got an episode ready for you guys. I
Yeah.
just got to upload it.
Mm-hmm.
I recorded that a couple weeks ago. But again, we have a lot of fun over there with you guys, bonus content, and then also it's just a really good way to support the show. We appreciate that. It means the world to us that you guys support us financially, and we roll all that right back into the show and try to make this happen for you guys every single week. Consider leaving a review on Apple Podcast or Spotify. Both are a huge, huge help to the show. You can leave a 5-star rating on Spotify. I almost said podcast, on podcast. Over on Spotify, you can leave a 5-star rating and a written review over on Apple Podcast. And also, please share this episode with a friend. If they like Disney, even if they don't like Disney, send it to them and say, hey, listen to these two goofballs talk about something I love.
Yeah.
All right, let's dive into Shop the Mouse. All right, you know what that cash register sound means. It is time to spend some cash with Shop the Mouse with Market House. It has been a while.
It has.
It's time to spend some cash, man.
We've been spending some cash, but it hasn't been on the Disney store.
It's been on kind of less fun stuff.
I mean, to me, it's fun.
It's fun to you, but
Yeah.
good grief. It's like, okay, we need, what is it? Swim diapers.
Yeah.
We need
Swimsuits.
a swimsuits. You need a stroller hook. You need this and that. It is a lot of prep.
Yeah.
But these two items I think are a little more fun
Yeah.
than Disney prep trip items. So
Yes.
let's dive into it.
And both of them are new. And again, one of them, I'm saying, again, the collection just launched on the Disney store. So if you're like, this has been here for a couple weeks, it's new to me, so I apologize. The first one up is the Mickey Mouse Peace, Love, and Mickey sweatshirt.
Ooh.
This thing is so cute. It's kind of like a light heathered gray. But what really caught my eye is it almost has kind of like the dupe for like the Stony Clover like Disney patches.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. Yep.
Because it has the like peace sign, there's like a heart, and then there's like a Mickey head.
Yeah.
Again, I just really enjoy how different this is. Usually that's not something I have on like a sweatshirt. It's usually like a gigantic Mickey or it
Sure.
says Disneyland. Other than that, it's super plain and it's kind of nice. Again, it's right in the front. There's nothing on the back. This will run you $59.99. Kind of expensive, but again, for Disney sweatshirts, it will go on sale.
And it's par for the
It's
course.
normal,
It always-
exactly.
that's like the starting price for those things. So
Next up, and lastly, we have one more thing. I have not seen anyone cover this, and I haven't seen it anywhere, but there's a Disneyland version as well as a Walt Disney World version, but it's called the Happiest Place on Earth long sleeve. And it's literally, okay, so I'm trying to describe it here the best that I can. It's kind of like a bluish green, and on the front, it either says Disneyland or Walt Disney World at the bottom, but it says the happiest place on earth, kind of think of like Small World font. And then it has the castle, Space Mountain, the Haunted Mansion, and I think they're trying to make it look like Matterhorn, but it almost looks like Everest in Disney World.
yeah, it looks like the macarons that you can buy.
Yeah, which they copy those off the Matterhorn, but for some reason, the mountains on this one, it looks like Expedition Everest. But I love that the Haunted Mansion's on here. It's really cool. It's like retro. It's kind of cartoony. It's like a lot of like creamy like pastel. So it's like blues, whites, and like pinks. It's super cute.
Yeah.
Love it.
I actually like this one a lot, so maybe you can grab it while we're down there.
Yeah, so this one's going to be $36.99. Again, it's a long sleeve t-shirt, so don't think of it as super thick. It's going to be super lightweight. And again, from what I've noticed when buying the long sleeves, I would definitely size up because they shrink a ton.
Yeah, and speaking on the like thinness of them, I think that's perfect. So Disneyland, you're in Southern California. It's warm there pretty much year round. Same with Florida. If you're in Disney World, it's Orlando. It's
Yeah.
hot. So actually, I like when it's not super heavy
Yeah,
because I never wear it.
but yeah,
So
but yeah.
nice.
Let us know if you get anything, and if not, I'll be back soon.
With more opportunity to spend money. These are always linked in the episode description. So head down there, click on it. We make it nice and easy for you guys to spend some money.
All right, first up, we have some exciting Disney World news. It looks like the Polynesian Island Tower will be opening this December.
Yeah, so they released a date, and I think the Polynesian Island Tower is news as well. I
Yes.
think that's new, the name.
I believe so. I think we talked about like the concept of obviously them building it,
We
but we
keep call-
didn't know the name of it.
No, it was just
Yeah.
DVC Tower. So it is
Right.
called the Polynesian Island Tower, like Caitlin mentioned, opening in December. Reservations open up for DVC members on June 4th, Walt Disney World AP holders on June 5th, and the general public, all of us normies, on June 6th.
Yeah.
So I expect this thing to be super expensive.
Super expensive and super big. It is a 10-story building.
Yeah, it's big. 10-story tall and has all the room types you've come to expect from the newer DVC resorts. You've got the Duo Studio, which is built for just 2 people. They are the size of a closet. Great if you don't need a lot of space, but bad if you do. They're small, but awesome if you want to save a couple dollars and be able to stay at these awesome resorts. You've got the standard deluxe room, 1 and 2 bedroom villas. And then now they're introducing 2-bedroom penthouse villas that sleep up to 9 guests.
Wow. So is that very similar to the kind of like suite at what's it called? What's the one that's on the Skyliner? It's like the Riviera.
Riviera.
Is that the one that we saw a video of? It's kind of like that.
I see what you're saying. Yes, possibly. I think we saw a vlogger. They got upgraded to it like unexpectedly. It slept 1 billion people. So
Okay.
I think so.
Gotcha.
They're big, they're opulent, they're very pretty, but also I bet you 1 million DVC points or $1 million per night.
Yeah.
That would be very
I can only
expensive.
imagine.
They did release concept art of the lobby, and it looks interesting. It's pretty, but it's definitely, I know Disney fans, if you guys are going to be true to yourselves, you're going to say it's going to lack the charm of that OG Polynesian lobby.
Yeah.
Does not look at all like it.
I haven't seen it yet.
At all. It's very pretty. Don't get me wrong. It's very pretty. You've got elements of, I think like the light fixture was designed by someone from the French Polynesia. Like I get it. Like the ties to those original countries.
Is it more modern?
Way
looking?
more modern.
Okay.
So imagine if like the Polynesian and honestly the Coronado, the Gran Destino Tower,
Yeah.
if those had a baby. So just imagine that
Interesting.
very modern tile, light colors. Or honestly, if the Polynesian and the Disney Wish lobby Grand Hall had a baby, that's what it looks like. Lots
Oh,
of
my.
whites, lots of like beige.
Interesting, because you wouldn't think that for the Polynesian.
Not at all. So I think I
Interesting.
know people are going to have a problem with this one.
I have to look at pictures. Let us know what you think, though.
Yeah, let us know what you think. Will you be staying here? Let us know. We'd love to hear if you are at all interested in staying here, or if you're like, you know what, I'm good. We'll stay at the OG Polynesian. All right, next up, we are heading over to Japan, and we rarely cover the international parks, but we have to talk about Fantasy Springs.
You guys, it's stunning.
It is so stinking awesome. We've been binging videos. So the press have gotten previews of this new land that's coming to Tokyo Disney Sea. Again, like we mentioned, it's called Fantasy Springs. It features a new hotel. I'm gonna let you know something. It's called the Fantasy Springs Hotel. It's very original. 4 new attractions and 4 restaurants. Let me go over the names really quick. We'll tell you what we think about them. We'll keep it nice and tight so you're not like, okay, got it. I'm never going. So that's what I feel like. We watch these things and I'm like, it's going to be years until we can go.
Actually, I want to let you know I did just purchase tickets.
Yeah, Sure you
And
did.
by that, I mean tickets to Tokyo.
That
That's all I know how to do.
would be awesome. We want to go so bad, but just with like logistics with a little baby, that's not going to
She's
happen.
too little right now.
Way too small.
Yeah, way too small.
Yes. So let's talk about the attractions. There is Peter Pan's Neverland Adventure. This is a motion simulator ride. We have not really gotten a preview of this. They don't allow cameras. So
Right.
all you can see is like the person's face react to it is what they've been allowing.
Yes, and we do know that you have to wear like 3D glasses
Yes.
for this.
So I think it moves around. I'm not entirely sure like the ride vehicle and stuff. So this one seems interesting. Looks fun. I've seen some of the animation for it. It looks fun. Rapunzel's Lantern Festival. This is a boat ride and it is stunning.
So think of like almost what am I trying to say? Like the Frozen ride almost. It's very similar
Sure.
to like that.
Yes.
So it's not like Pirates, I would say,
No.
where it's like massive drops or
No,
anything.
not at
It's
all.
very calm, but again, if you don't want to listen to this part, just skip ahead like 30 seconds. Literally the room where you go in and it's Rapunzel and Flynn Rider with like the lanterns. You guys,
It's gorgeous.
It's beautiful.
It's gorgeous. I want to go there
we
so
need to
bad.
go. Maddie likes Rapunzel.
She does like Rapunzel. We're going. You've got Anna and Anna. Wow, Anna.
Anna. Uh-oh.
My bad. Queen Anna. Anna and Elsa's Frozen Journey. This is a, I would say, plussed up version of the Walt Disney World
Yes.
ride. So it has a lot of elements from the Walt Disney World
Mhm.
ride, but way better
I would
effects
say
and more scenes.
for sure, way more advanced, way nicer. Like the animatronics are literally, they'll just blow your mind.
They're
Like, some of the
lifelike.
things, I don't want to say too much because I want people to go look at the videos of people going through because they got special permission to obviously record. But some of the like special effects, literally things just appear out of nowhere and like disappear.
Yeah.
Like it's so cool.
It's very impressive. Things freeze and unfreeze, and I'll just say that. Like, it's stunning. Very, very cool. And then finally, Fairy Tinkerbell's Busy Buggies. I don't know if the translation to English is awesome on there. It just
Fairy Tinkerbell's
Fairy
Busy
Tinkerbell's Busy Buggies.
It's so cute.
I feel like it would be Tinkerbell's Fairy Busy Buggies, but this is what it's called in English.
It-
So it's I don't know.
After watching the video of this, it reminds me of like another version of like the Heimlich's Choo Choo Train.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Yeah.
It's like Heimlich Choo Choo Train, but I would say fairy themed, Tinkerbell themed.
Yeah, but one thing I did want to mention that I loved, because again, this is more geared towards like the littles. The way this ride is laid out, again, it gives you that forced perspective that you're low to the ground because you're in like fairyland
And you're tiny.
and you're tiny, but all around it, like you can see all of like these huge trees because again, you're supposed to be small, like to the ground. But in the back, you can see the hotel that they just opened up. So the forced perspective of the hotel, it looks gigantic to where you are on the ride.
Yeah, you're seeing like the peaks of like the
Yeah.
tallest parts of the building. And again, the way the hotel is themed, it's very whimsical.
So pretty.
So it fits perfectly. The way they do it over in Tokyo, chef's kiss, beautiful. Finally, let's get to the restaurants. You've got the Royal Banquet of Arendelle, which is all these, I think, they're all quick service. They're all
Yes.
counter service restaurants. It's all these, and they all seat like 1,000 people. They're gigantic. They have a ton of seating. Very, very pretty. Royal Banquet of Arendelle, the Snuggly Duckling. That one is awesome. The
Mhm.
theming is fantastic.
Mhm.
It looks like people have been punching the walls and stuff. Like the plaster's all broken.
It's awesome.
Very cool. Lookout Cookout, which is the Peter Pan themed restaurant.
It's so funny. I love that name because it reminds me of something that would be on Castaway Key.
Yeah, it
Like,
does.
let's go to the Lookout Cookout.
Lookout,
Like, it's just so
Lookout
fun.
Cookout. Lookout Cookout. Oaken's OK Foods And then also, last but not least, there is a very fancy, very cool looking popcorn stand. It's gorgeous.
You just need to look at the videos.
The amount of money they put into these things is nuts. And a lot of people, a lot of comments, a lot of questions of why does it look so much better than what we get over here? And I'll just quickly answer that the government of Japan, the government of the Republic of whatever, Japan, Tokyo, they are the primary owners of that, gosh dang it, theme park. They own Tokyo Disney.
Yes.
So it's in their best interest. I don't even know why they allocate a bunch of money. They just spend gobs and gobs and gobs of money on this park.
Yeah, so basically, like Japan, literally, we like to say that they give Disney like a blank check because everything is just stunning and over the top in the most like positive way over there.
So what's frustrating is it's all the same Imagineering team. It's the Imagineering team you can find down in Southern California. It's just they're given so much creative, I think, freedom and money, and this is what they can produce. So it'd be awesome if Bob, if you're listening to this, just go ahead and take the checkbook out, brother. Set it on the table and go, what do you guys need?
Or Josh
tomorrow, our best buddy.
Or I don't know who else, but
maybe Bob Chapek.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Not Chapek-y. This land officially opens on June 6th. So again, book your tickets, get out there. It is gorgeous.
All right, last but not least, it is that time of year. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages, it is halfway to Halloween.
Caitlin was very excited. She sent me 800 Instagram reels of like people putting on Halloween movies.
This is my time.
It's just ridiculous, man.
It is officially halfway to spooky
season. It has already hit 90 degrees where we live, and Caitlin's talking about Halloween.
Yeah, because again, as we've talked about this, if you've been here for a while, you know Caleb's whole thing with Halloween. It's too hot. Blah, blah, blah. Yes, it's hot, but you still gotta celebrate. Okay?
And you know, it's fitting because both parks are celebrating in August.
Yes, quite odd.
Silly.
I don't agree with the move.
Silly.
But you know what? Bring in the spooky vibes, whatever.
Whatevs.
Get in your spirit. We're here for it. So if you haven't been on social media, this has literally been everywhere. Disney has just announced they're halfway to Halloween. This is like the special time of year where they kind of give a preview what to expect. Again, you kind of get like the highlights of like, this is what's going to happen, but there's like no details other than like special dates.
Sure.
If that makes sense. So I think we should just start from the top.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Mickey's Not So Scary.
First off, Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party will obviously be taking place again in Walt Disney World. This is a recurring event every single year. As Kayla mentioned, it is starting super, super early this year. It's starting on August 9th and going through October 31st.
Yeah, select
Halloween.
nights, select dates. So not every single night. I think it's like 3 or 4 nights of those weeks. Those events happen.
Yes. Okay.
Parties.
So again, I know a lot of people go over to Florida for this event. I just want to let you guys know it's going to be hot the entire time this event is going on. It tends to rain every single day towards the like September, October timeframe because that is hurricane season. If you are going to this event in August, my one word of advice is just drink a ton of water and just bring some.
It doesn't make sense.
It's going to be so hot.
I don't understand how they celebrate so early over there. I would not be in the spirit, the mood. It's 90 degrees with humidity. Why?
Well,
why on God's green earth do you want to celebrate Halloween in August?
Yeah, well, again, Disney wants to because it makes them a buttload of money.
Oh, I get that.
And everyone wants to go because, again, some people don't want to travel for Halloween. Again, August, not everyone's in school yet, so that's the perfect time to go.
It's silliness.
So,
silliness.
That's something to look forward to. Now, again, regarding tickets are already available for those who are staying at select Walt Disney World hotels starting May 8th.
Yeah, so that's already happening.
Yes, and then the general public gets them May 15th, which is this upcoming week on Wednesday.
Yeah, so get those credit cards out because they will sell out most likely. I think those later dates sell out way faster than the August dates, way like least desirable.
Yes.
So if you want to go at all in October, buy them quickly.
And again, keep in mind, obviously, the closer you get to Halloween, the more expensive they are.
Correct.
And then obviously towards the weekend dates, like the Thursdays,
yes,
more pricey. Next up, over on the Disneyland side, Oogie Boogie Bash. Of course, it's coming back. And again, every year I'm like, oh my gosh.
It's starting in August.
Okay, this is a little much because, again, as I mentioned for Walt Disney World, it is hot in SoCal in August. So If you are attending, the event will be going through August 25th through October 31st, which is Halloween. There are 27 dates this year for Oogie Boogie.
Yes, I'm conflicted. It's great because you have more opportunity to buy tickets because they sell out in 5 seconds. So that's great. Families should have more opportunity to attend an event they want to spend money to go to. That is awesome. But the fact that we start in August is so weird to me. I would just say, why don't you do more nights during the week and start it in September?
I don't think they want to close the park down that much during the
Oh,
week.
I get that. Okay.
And I know at the end of the day, I have to say, because I've heard a lot of people say the same thing of like, why would you do that? At the end of the day,
Who cares?
I don't really care.
That's true.
So,
I don't have to go. So
yeah,
you're right.
Again, just look forward to that. I mean, again, I guess we can say I'm thankful if we were going because again,
Probably not.
not for Oogie Boogie, obviously.
Yeah.
But if you were going for that time frame, would you want the park closed for like the entire 3 months? No,
Yeah.
like that late, especially because they close it so early.
True.
So again, keep in mind, but Oogie Boogie is definitely going to is going to sell out. It's one of those things where everyone's talking about, well, maybe it won't sell out as quickly because there's more dates. Honestly, I don't think the August ones are going to sell out the fastest. I think the latter end of the season will. And then it'll be kind of like hey, if you really want to go, hop on over to
You'll
August.
go when it's 105 degrees.
Yes. Next up, we have some more information regarding the Haunted Mansion Lounge on the Disney Destiny.
Yeah, this thing looks awesome. It's not much to talk about just because it's all visual. Go over to the Disney Parks blog if you want to see pictures, but they've released concept art about this lounge. If you don't already know this, they're putting a Haunted Mansion bar/lounge on the Disney Destiny. This is the new ship that's coming out later this year. It looks flipping awesome. So if you're a Haunted Mansion fan, book your trip on the Disney Destiny. It's going to be an amazing ship. And also Disney cruises are awesome. So just do it.
Especially on the Destiny. I literally can't wait.
Yes. And then I was going to leave this part to you. There's a bunch of merchandise they previewed. Is there anything that kind of pops out to you that you're interested in?
Yes.
I'm sure there are.
So there is a ton, obviously, but there's 2 things I did want to highlight. So for all of you that are obsessed with the Mickey jack-o'-lantern pumpkins that they've had for, I think, 2 years now.
Yeah, we got like version 1, which was like this really jank rotating light in the middle. And it's
Yeah.
like,
It reminds me of a light that would be at like a roller skating rink.
What?
Yeah, like
Okay, that's
the-
so
the
random.
flashing lights.
My thought is a what are those lighthouses? You know how the light just rotates
Yeah.
in there? So it's
Yeah.
just a really janky, like it's not very impressive. Then they released a version 2 of it, and it has like flashing lights or something.
Yeah, it's way better.
Way better. So we need to maybe upgrade ours. But yeah, sorry, go ahead.
So version 3 that we are on now, this
Yeah.
is even better because this just makes me just so excited. So there's obviously a Mickey version. There is now a Minnie Mouse version that has a bow,
Awesome.
and there's a little Mickey one, which I'm like,
Is
obviously.
it a little Mickey or
It's
is
a
it
little one.
or like their unnamed son or daughter?
No, I think it's just a little Mickey.
What?
I mean, you can name it whoever you
That doesn't
want.
make any sense. Why would I have Mickey, Minnie, and then Mini Mickey?
What?
Why would I have all 3? Because they showed it as all 3. Like you should have all 3 as a
Yeah.
set. Why would I want a Mickey, a Minnie, and then a Mini Mickey? Like that doesn't make any sense.
Because
Like
if you have a family like we do, well, there's 3
I
of
would
us.
understand that, but then that would represent a child, right?
Uh-huh.
Or his nephew or something.
Yeah, I don't think they're thinking that far into it. I think they're
I
thinking
am.
about you.
I need to know the lore
buying
behind this.
that. Okay,
this miniature
no,
Mickey.
There's no like weirdness.
Okay, all right.
So yeah, keep in mind that looks awesome. Those will definitely sell out. Literally, it's one of those things where right when they hit the Disney store, they're gone within I think 3 minutes.
I stayed up till like midnight to get
Sweet of
Caitlin's,
you.
and it sold out in like 3 minutes.
Yes.
It was pretty crazy.
As well as the parks, they go very fast. I think they did a better job at keeping them stocked last year.
Yes, and scalpers, stay away. Don't.
Yeah,
I
seriously.
saw a lot
So
of people
annoying.
like just having 7 in their hand, like running to
Yeah.
the. Don't do that.
And then also lastly, there is, which is funny, I was talking to Caleb's brother's girlfriend about like the merch because there's just been a ton of merch recently that Disney's been killing it with. But in regards to the Halloween stuff, there is a black, it looks like a crew neck, but it has like Mickey and like a little Halloween. I'm trying to remember the image in my head. I think it's like a Mickey skeleton. But it just looks so cute. So again, there are so many things coming out. Definitely check out Disney and Parks blog. Look on Instagram. It's literally everywhere. If there's anything at the park upcoming this week, I'll definitely take pictures and post on stories and we'll see what we can find. But other than that, I'm excited for spooky season. We can't wait.
Yeah, me too. Maybe.
That is all.
Yeah, that is all. That is all. Well, that brings us to the end of the episode. That was short and sweet. We hope you liked it.
Yeah.
We are off to go do a bunch of things. Life is just, it's fun.
It
Don't get
is.
me wrong. It's just very busy with a little one and, keep taking care of her.
Yep.
She's eating little food now. She's eating like baby food.
She is.
It's nuts. And she's like cleaning it off too. She loves it.
It's so cute.
Yeah.
She's growing up so fast.
So we're
Makes me
doing
so
that.
sad.
And then, making sure this, Caitlin had quite the morning where literally there was just excrement all over her sweatshirt. It was a little surprise she left. Walking up the stairs, I hear, Caleb, I need help. I run upstairs and there's just baby poop everywhere. All over Caitlin, all over Maddie.
Hey, at the end of the day, every parent knows that situation. What
Yeah.
can you do? Nothing. Maddie and I just had a good time. We just smiled.
So unexpected bath time this morning.
Yeah.
And so it's just been, it's fun.
It's
Again,
fun.
life is so much fun. It's just, you never know what's happening.
And honestly, when we're saying it's fun, like we're legitimately meaning it's fun.
Yeah,
We're not
yeah.
being sarcastic.
No, it's fun.
Like I'd rather life be busy than boring.
Yes.
So we're having a great time.
Having a great time. So this is what we got for you.
Yeah. Stay
Disney
tuned.
news. Stay tuned. Probably next week, just a heads up, we'll probably taking the week off just because we're prepping for our first trip with our little baby. That's going to be very busy. We're also working, a whole thing about, tackling a full-time job. And so we're just going to be very busy this next week. So we'll probably most likely take next week off. So no episode, but the following, you're going to get some fun Disney parks content.
Yes. So, and he's speaking of Monday, the 20th.
Yeah, sorry.
But again, stay tuned because right when we return, we will have, I think we're going to do like a prep for the trip.
Probably.
Something?
Yeah.
Or just a trip recap. So I am so excited. We can't wait to dive into everything that happened at the parks. And until then,
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening. You can find us over on Instagram and Threads at Market House Podcast. Make sure to follow us over there for pictures from the park and exciting news and announcements. Consider leaving a review on Apple Podcast and Spotify, both a huge help to the show. We have a Patreon, markethousepodcast.com/support. We would love your support. We appreciate your support. Thank you so much. Remember to use our Getaway Today link for your future trip bookings. Check out the episode details for that link and use code MarketHouse10 to save an additional $10. Join us next week for another episode. I lied. The following week for another episode. It's been fun. It's been grand.
spooky
And filled with baby poop.
Oh my gosh.